Yeah, good evening, everyone. Today we'll be having with an alumni talk with Ravishankar Reddy. He is a 2012 to 16 batch. Actually, he's from the Department of Aeronautical Engineering. So he's working as a development engineer at Quest Global. So I would like to hand over the session to Ravishankar Reddy. Ravishankar, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. So, sorry, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience here in Bangalore. It is heavy raining, so because of that, I couldn't connect to video. So, I'm just continuing with my audio call, and in between, if power comes, I'll try to connect with the video as well. I'm really sorry for that. So, good evening, students and faculty members, and thanks for the Department of Mechanical Engineering and CMR Technical Campus management team as well for this wonderful programs. And I assume that students are joining from the home, so I don't want to make this session boring, guys. So quickly let me go through my experiences in the professional career and my experience in the college as well. Then I'm going to talk about few general things which I used to get when I visit any college or university for any career guidance program or corporate student interaction from my company side. After that, I'll leave the session for Q&A. I hope that is the most excited thing for you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but when I was a student, that is a most exciting thing for me because that's where most of the doubts were going to be cleared. All right. So maybe I do understand a few guys maybe feel little bit shy or maybe stage fear. Because of that, most of the people they don't speak much, right? So what you guys can do is you can write your questions and hand over to someone who can handle those questions. So I strongly suggest that for the students who cannot speak because of stage fear or shyness. So let me quickly go through my experience and the role so far I have undertaken in the corporate. So I'm working with West Global Engineering. Let me quickly go through the profile of my company. So this is India's topmost engineering service-based company based out in Singapore. So most of the projects we handle is aerospace and aero engines and oil and gas we do, and health equipments. And we are so far we are 15,000 members team, and we are placed in over 60 locations all over the world. So that is the profile of my company. And let me go through my professional experiences. So like from past 2 years, I'm leading a few teams. Like I'm working as a team lead, and I'm taking a head responsibility for the projects which I'm going to handle. And I'm my designation is a development engineer. In another words, we can say it is R&D team. So we're based on the customer requirement or based on the problem, we are going to develop new tools, and we are going to design it, we are going to test it, and we are going to manufacture it. Then we are going to release into the market. And so far I have worked in both aerospace industry and oil and gas industry. From aerospace industry side, my experience clearly lies on the structural side. So yeah, that is my professional experience. So when I go to my college experience, like mostly I used to spend my time in the library than the classes. So that's what I used to like more. And I think these last 4 to 5 years, these digital networks has been available so easily. Like we can use those things nowadays to improve our skills. When we were in college, those digital resources were not that much available, and yeah, that's how I used to spend my college timings. Like entire 4 years was we as aerospace engineers, we do not have a strong uh, you know laboratories as I speak. Most of the laboratories what we used to use in the college were the mechanical laboratories. But the only thing I used to like is library. Like the library, we they have provided a lot of books, even though the branch, the aeronautical, was very small. So yeah, like if I suggest to the students how you can spend your college timings, maybe like you can use some of the industrial methods to write up your journals or when you are doing your projects. And like if you have a more interactions with the industry people, maybe you will get to know more about the industries and the updates. And even like if you speak with the people, they'll let you know like how to spend your time effectively, right? So then when I visit any colleges or any universities for these kind of talks, like so many students, they will ask me like what are the skills industry experts expect from fresh graduates. Like if I see through all my experience of handling the projects and executing the projects and solving the problems. So like the all the things uh, they're circulated around the structural engineering, and fluid dynamics is very high in aerospace industry. But when it comes to mechanical industry, the structural mechanics plays a very big role. And the another thing what we neglect when we were in the college is the manufacturing technology. But what I have observed all these years, once I started my professional career, so whatever the part we design or we develop, that at the end that is going to be manufactured and that is going to be assembled, then only it is going to be you know uh, going to be the marketing, right? And these days if you see, there are a lot of changes in the manufacturing technology. Like aerospace industries are drastically changing towards the additive manufacturing. In another words, it's a 3D printing. So I suggest you guys to concentrate more on this structural engineering and the manufacturing technology. And I know like when I was leaving the college in 2016, we have a strong laboratory, CAD CAM laboratory, and manufacturing laboratory. I assume it is with the same strength now. Maybe we were turned into autonomous. I guess maybe we might have more support, I guess. So if you guys can use those facilities, it will be very good for you guys. So
Ravi
the
Shankar,
main,
excuse me. Now we are having 3D printing lab also.
oh, that's really great, sir.
Yeah, yeah. That is
Yeah,
added
and
now.
yeah, and when I was leaving, sir, like I think third year, we have added CNC machines as well in the CAD
Yes,
CAM
CNC
laboratory.
machines are there, milling and lathe. Now 3D printing machines are available now in our means.
Oh,
We are having center.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I visited our college in December. I spoke to Manaya sir, but I haven't visited any of our laboratories.
Yeah, yeah. We are having SAE unit as well as 3D printing now additional.
Oh, that's really great, sir. Actually,
Yeah.
because
Even composite lab also, sir. Composite
Yeah.
lab.
Now composite also developed now.
oh, that so you guys have worked metallurgy as well. if I understood properly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's really great, sir. If we turn the students into those technologies, because the industry is looking into those technologies these days, because these manual and CNC are heavy cost, and accuracy is less. So most of the aerospace industries and high-end mechanical industries, they are moving towards 3D printing.
Yeah, yeah. That's why.
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah.
Continue, Ravish.
Yeah, thank you. So that's where the skills lies in the industries, guys. Like even if there is any opportunity in the team, the technical team is going to take the interview. So we used to things need. So these are things we mainly concentrate, and rest of the our behavior and those all things will be taken care by the HR people. So if you guys can concentrate on this structural engineering and structural engineering and thermodynamics and the manufacturing technology, those three areas where we have to concentrate more. But let me tell you frankly, even I was not that much concentrated on the manufacturing technology when I was a student, but I got to know the mistake what I have done after coming here. So the next thing people, the students used to ask me is how can we approach, or how can we interact with professionals or employees or the HR people in any industry. So I hope you guys are well aware of the social networking and social media strength these days. So even for the professionals, we have a network. I hope you guys know that it's LinkedIn. So like the professional people, like some of them were very much interested in teaching and guiding also, guys. So if you guys can contact any of those kind of people, definitely they'll help you out. Means particularly for a fresher, what we expect from a fresh graduate is nothing but tool knowledge, if it is the aerospace or mechanical people, right? Tool knowledge in the sense, I hope you guys might have done few things on AutoCAD, CATIA, SolidWorks. These are the tools, and a few engineering fundamentals, as I spoke about structural engineering and manufacturing technology. So these are the few things we expect from a fresh graduate, right? So we used to call them as a trainee engineers. So most of the trainee engineers will be in a training, on-job training for a year, so that they can understand the process, and you know they will they even we have some sources to learn, like we do have a library, we do have physical testing and everything, so they can visit, and whenever they want, they can take anything out and they can try it out. So you know this is how you can interact, and those are the tool knowledge and the few fundamentals about engineering. These are the few skills we expect. So if you guys can for example, some 3 to 4 companies uh, where they will provide the services, or they are the product based companies in mechanical or aerospace. So you can directly visit their place and you can interact with them. Usually the companies, they'll have some program called corporate social responsibility. We call it as a CSR, right? If you go under that program, definitely they'll help you out, and you can contact with the project leads and team leads. So the majority of the openings in industry will be filled by these people, project leads and team leads. So these are the major people who take care of recruitment. So if you can get touch with these people, definitely they'll help you out. Like whenever there is a need for small works, so definitely we look for a trainee engineers. But most of the renowned companies in India, what they do, they'll go to colleges and they'll hire few people and they'll train them and they'll distribute among the teams. Even that's what Quest Global is doing these days. So, but definitely you will get a chance, guys. Like if you can get a touch with these people, definitely, you will get a chance. And it is very hard to digest, but the fact is, in India, manufacturing industry is, still growing. We are not matured as IT industry, right? So our number of jobs is very less. If you see, even worldwide, around 8 crore jobs what we have on the manufacturing side, right? So uh, it is very important to know the truth and to get to know what's going on in the industry as well, right? So I suggest you guys to understand more about the industries. I know, like it's very hard to say, but most of the people who joins mechanical engineering, hardly some 10 to 15% will be concentrating on core side, because we have some drawbacks, like our salaries will be less and the jobs are very less. So but don't get demotivated. If you do the work what you have to do, definitely there is a place for you guys always, right? So and right. So, and one more thing I used to get is how can we apply, and where can we apply if there is any openings? I hope you guys might know few of the portals, like you know some time jobs and all this stuff. So uh, better than that, if you are a fresher, I suggest you guys to identify the companies where the mechanical projects or aerospace projects or automotive projects will be handled. And if you go to their portals, there separately they will release the notification for the trainee engineers only, means only the fresher candidates will be considered. So that is the best place for you guys. Even I have started my career in the same way, right? So there will be no more experienced people, only the fresh graduates will be there, and the competition will be less. If you have few skills, the skills what I have spoke earlier, so definitely you will be get into the industry. And once you join the industry, it is not like you have learned already. It's what I have observed all these years is, it's a constant learning and applying, right? It will be more fun if you uh, love the mechanical or aeronautical engineering. It is more fun way to solve the problems what I have observed so far. So these are the things, guys, I want to address you guys. Manaya sir requested me so many times whenever I have contacted him over phone or whenever I visited Hyderabad, but sorry, I couldn't find the time. I couldn't find the time for that. And sir is always favorable to students. He is always thinks to do something to the students, but like we were like we do not get the time, and you know that is the reason I couldn't attend any sessions personally in our college. So sorry for that. Maybe I'll try to visit Hyderabad. Whenever I visit Hyderabad, definitely I'll come to our college. Maybe there I can give you even a clear picture about few things. So yeah, that's what the things I want to share with you guys. Once again, sorry for the inconvenience. Here it is heavy raining, so that's why I couldn't connect with a video call. So with this, I'll leave the session with question and answers, guys. So if there is any questions or anything from the students, I am very happy to answer.
Yeah, Ravi Shankar.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, actually it's a student session, but unfortunately we are lagging with the students.
Oh,
Only faculty are available in this total session. Only 1 or 2 students are there.
oh, okay.
So if you want to share anything, you go ahead.
But I didn't plan for anything, ma'am. That is what I want to share actually. So, yeah, like, is
Ravi,
there
no
any?
problem, Ravi. No problem. You just once again will schedule one more time, right? One more schedule.
Yeah, sure, sir.
So, how are you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good, sir. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, fine, fine, Ravi. Where are you now?
Yeah, I'm in Bangalore, sir. So here it is, complete lockdown, and I was quarantined. So
Okay, good, good. No problem, ma.
yeah, yeah.
Then we'll arrange one more some other time. Okay. So all faculty members stay and meet. Students, any students are there? Please leave.
నువ్వు మీట్లో ఉంటే రా ఇది పెట్టేస్తా
No problem. Mangesh sir, are you here? ఉన్నారా మీరు?
సార్ చెప్పండి సార్.
ఆల్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ కనెక్ట్ చేయండి సార్. ఈ సేమ్ గూగుల్ మీట్ పెట్టి ఇమ్మీడియట్ మీటింగ్ జాయిన్ మీటింగ్ అని చెప్పి పెట్టండి సార్. హెచ్ఓడి మీటింగ్ అని.
గూగుల్ మీటా?
ఇప్పుడు ఎందులో ఉన్నాం మనం? జూమా?
జూమ్ లో వద్దు సార్, ఇది మన కాలేజ్, మనం గూగుల్ మీట్ పెడదాం.
పర్లేదు సార్, మిగతా వాళ్ళు లాగిన్ అవుతారు కదా, ఏం కాదు మనకు.
ఇది వాళ్ళకి ఆఫీషియల్ సార్, అది మన అల్యూమిని మీట్ కేసు.
ఓకే రైట్.
ఒకసారి జడ్జి మేడం ని అడగాను
సార్. లైవ్ ఫేస్బుక్
సార్ హెచ్ఓడి సార్.
చెప్పు
సార్, మనం ఎనీ సెషన్ స్టార్ట్ చేసాం కాబట్టి వి విల్ కంటిన్యూ సార్. ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత వి విల్ జాయిన్ ఫర్ ద మీటింగ్ సార్.
రవి నాట్ అవైలబుల్ అంటున్నారు కదా. రవి ఇస్ లిటిల్ బిట్ quarantine problem.
I will manage, sir.
No, sir. I am available, but the thing is, students are not available, right?
That's what. Again, we will reschedule this, right? Yeah. There is a reschedule, Ravi's.
And those people, they are going to discriminate our mechanical branch, especially.
Yes, exactly. I have seen lot of people, even in my own class itself, like they didn't done the things they have to do when they were in the college, but once they went out of the college, like they start blaming the aeronautical department or something. But that is not the case. See, let me tell you, there are huge openings in mechanical and aerospace industry in Bangalore in India, and we have Boeing in India. We have a lot of aero engine companies are coming towards India, right? So there is a huge openings, but only the thing is we don't find the right position. Let me tell you, sir, I have taken lot of interviews, right, for the experienced people. For the freshers, I didn't get a chance because senior most managers will go to the colleges and they'll recruit. But even when I recruit for 1 year experience or 2 year experience candidates, what I see is they really don't know the meaning of engineering at all. They thought if they can operate a tool, they think that that is design engineering, but that is not the case. Engineer should know the concepts of everything, like what are the things we have to concentrate, and where the stress concentration will be more, how we can reduce it. If at all failure comes, where the failure start, and how to predict. These are skills they don't, they don't have it. And for a single position, we use it to interview around 10 to 15 people. You can understand like how we are lagging in terms of skills, right? So they are blaming because, yeah.
Yes. And realization, coming to the realization of the mechanical students especially,
Yeah.
Not getting placed in any of the company that is coming, at least they are not even to try to attend the companies what they are coming to the college, and again they'll get realization after few of their friends get placed, or
Yes,
else after
yes.
1 year, 2 years, which is not at all useful,
Yeah,
and it is going to affect their career.
yes,
So for them,
definitely.
what you are going to tell?
We, sir, see, there is a old saying: we can keep a food in a plate and we can give it to them, but we cannot make them to eat. Right. So they are the few fundamental and ethical things everyone should understand, even as a student, even as a faculty. And one more thing, like I see a lot of people, lot of the students who interact me on social media, they come and strike and they'll blame the college or the faculty members. See, when it comes to the faculty, what I feel is, see, that is the job for them. Means like most of them might come with a passion to teach, or most of them come to teach just as a job. We cannot blame them because they are doing what the things they have to do. And you have a laboratories and you have a good library. When it comes to our library, trust me, sir, I have visited NIT Allahabad, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, and IISc Bangalore, so many IIT Madras, so many NITs and IITs. Like our library is not not less than any of those libraries. We have very good library. Trust me, like my entire 4 years, my last 4th year and third year, I used to spend my whole time on the library and digital library. That's where my most of the questions and most of the industry updates I used to come across.
Yes, well, coming to the mechanical students' attendance to the library.
Okay.
we have already a survey for the faculty and the students who are attending to the library.
Okay.
Most of the students, those who are attending to the library, that too mechanical students, the graph is too less. When even we faculty, we have a separate class for library also.
Okay.
So students, why they feel that much irritated to go to the library?
Yeah, because even not only the library these days, the digital resources were increasing a lot. Predominantly increasing. If you see, there are a lot of portals who provide industrial knowledge, straight industrial knowledge to the students, like Udemy and Coursera, all these people. So the instructors, who they interact with are the industry professionals. So if the students, if they can better use of these portals, that will be really great, and they will be industry ready, I'm sure.
And due to of this Swayam subject, Swayam NPTEL, it has
Okay.
been introduced for the students.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
at
like,
first initially it was good.
yeah.
Or coming to the next year, at the first time, we all got 100% results.
Okay.
We have taken 2-3 subjects, and every time we got the 100%. Coming to the
Okay.
next year, the same students, next subject.
Okay.
So there few got failed when we asked the same question. So it was the same routine bore. We are not interested in that NPTEL also. Remove that from our curriculum.
Okay.
Why? Because the speakers are eminent speakers from IIT,
Yes.
NITs, and more. Students are a simple word called not interested. Why? Because don't know what is the reason. They can even watch from their mobile itself.
Yes.
They can watch from mobile. They can watch in their home. We have even provided a lab for them for doing this NPTEL. Especially, we are taking that much care to the students. That too for mechanical, we are doing more. Our HODs are initiating every time to do this one, that one. Yes, motivate the students. A mentoring system has been introduced for 20 students, one faculty. We will be guiding them every day.
Okay.
And even we have become the head for them. Those 20 students, we are everything for them.
Okay. That's actually
much things implemented recently from 2 years. So it's running good.
Okay.
Coming to the final year, so it was very good in first year, second year, and third year. I'm telling it's clear about first year, second year, and third year. Coming to the final year, which is most important career step.
Okay.
Yeah. The students are doing something mistake which we can't identify. Irregular to the classworks. and we will keep a motivations class like this, interaction with the seniors and other eminent people coming from outside.
Yeah, like
What's wrong with this final year students especially?
so the only thing I have observed, like, see, I have, even I am very much passionate about teaching as well. So I used to interact with students a lot. Not the students who are in college, but most of them after the college. Like I have blog and everything. So when whoever visit that blog, they will come to me and they'll ask, brother, like, what are the skills we need? And, they are the same things they have to concentrate when they were in the college. The problem why they are not that much interested at that time was they don't know the reality, and they don't understand the importance of those things. Once they come out of the college, then they'll start realizing what they need and how they have to get it. So if we can fill that gap, maybe at least we can turn around some 30 to 40% people. Definitely they will be concentrating on it. That's what I feel.
So
Hello?
do these internships helpful for the final years?
Definitely,
Internship,
sir.
we
Yeah.
made it mandatory for all the students,
Okay.
so that by doing these small internships for 25 days or 30 days or 2 months, we thought they may hire these people with their work or observing or any other companies also. These internships, they may help them. So even in that way also we tried a lot,
Okay.
but still results in
Yeah.
the same line.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Because I didn't follow up about our college internships that much. Means like where they are providing internships, but if they get the right internship in a right company, definitely the company itself, they'll take them into their teams, because the interviews, the process of interview will be like, we don't provide walk-ins in our mechanical or aerospace industry. We select a few candidates, some 10 to 15 candidates, and we'll call them and we'll individually take the interviews. So if there is a person who is familiar with methodology of the company and the things we do, definitely he is the first person to concentrate. So definitely the internships will be really helpful, but I don't know, like, what kind of companies we are providing. If we can provide good companies internships, definitely they will get it, sir. They'll get it, and they will be
Hello.
placed in that companies itself.
Sir, I have one question regarding this.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, I mean, being in HR, you'll know that some good qualities. So if a fresher and experienced guy attended the interview, so both have reached this
Yeah.
same final round. So I mean, there will be only one vacancy. So being in HR, how
Yeah.
can you judge judge them both? So I should select this guy apart from fresher. I mean, apart from experienced guy. So there might be some key
See,
quality, right, that you judge people.
yeah. Let me tell you a few things. The thing is, like, sorry, I'm not a HR. I just took my team lead
Yes.
positions. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about experience and that thing. I mean,
Yeah.
how will you judge? I mean, being an
Yes. In that case, see, there is a business need. So it is not something like we should go out of the budget and we should hire people. That is not the good way. So always we need a person who is in the budget limit and the kind of work he has to do. So for example, let's say if a 5 years experienced person, the work, the same kind of work can be done by a 1 year experience or 2 years experience, definitely we'll prefer a 2 years of experience people, because the cost is very less for him. The amount we pay is very less than the 5 years, and the allowance is another matter for us. So even that also very less for these less experienced people. As you said, like, if it is a fresher and experienced people, if the fresher has the same amount of skills, definitely we'll go with the fresher, because it will reduce the project cost a lot for us.
And one thing, bro, so I have seen I'm trying for core companies since 2-3 months,
Yeah.
but I'm forwarding my resume, but I'm not shortlisting that. So can I know the reason why? So I mean, I heard from many people that core components will not focus more on freshers.
Okay.
So is there any reason? I mean, is it a fact that
See, the thing is like you have to see their openings first. So if they release any openings for trainee engineers, definitely they'll consider each and every applicant of a fresher. But if it is even 1 year experience, definitely they don't. Because if you see IT industry and our industry, if you do a small mistake in our industry, that whole component should be, it is useless and there will be a lot of money wasted. So that no one wants
okay, okay,
to do that. So that's why we prefer experienced people for experienced positions only. But when it comes to fresher, as I said, trainee engineers, we go through each and every, trainee applicant we receive, because we need best out of it, who is capable of handling stress, and who is good at learning new things, and who is good at adaptability to new environment. The only suggestion I can give you is see the position which you are applying. If it is not under trainee engineering position, the probability is very less usually.
okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Still anybody wants to ask anything? Okay, Ravi Shankar, it's a nice session with you. Most of the doubts have been cleared by a few people of your juniors.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving time for us.
Yeah, thank you, and sorry for the inconvenience in the starting once again. Wait, ma'am, I think there is a question from Dinesh Gupta. Dinesh Gupta. He's saying, I raised a question, madam. Which
Please put
analysis
your mail
software
ID in the
does?
chat box also after this.
Yeah, sure. I'll put my email ID, and I'll put my LinkedIn ID as well. If the students, or if anybody wants to connect, I'm happy to help them out. Dinesh sir. So he is one of my faculty in aerospace industry in aeronautical department. Yeah, which analysis software does industry expecting? Even in the analysis sides, like there are a lot of changes are happening, and there are a lot of new developments are happening. But the parent analysis software for all of them is ANSYS. So in ANSYS, basically two modules will be there. One is ANSYS Mechanical APDL, and another one is ANSYS Classic. So these days, like mechanical APDL, we are using very high, and the classic, the results are very accurate, but the time consuming by that is very high. So we mostly concentrate on mechanical APDL, and another one is HyperMesh. We use that tool to mesh it for meshing. So that is the one of the biggest tool in the meshing area. Apart from that, we have Patron and Nastran as well. So, and there are few tools, they are increasing their marketing capability these days. One is like Grid Pro, that is for the meshing only. So, but 80% of the industry is occupied by ANSYS and HyperMesh, if you ask me. I hope I have answered that properly, Dinesh sir.
Yeah, please share your mail ID, Ravi.
Just give me a minute.
And Ravi.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Based on the pay scale,
yeah,
the students initially at first joining as a fresher,
yeah,
most of the companies pay around 8 to 10. Mechanical
no, sir. Yeah, like see, it depends on which type of company they are applying.
MNC companies and normal regular companies. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What our students means the previous year that who passed out recently, that means last year.
Yeah.
Those person he is getting 12,000.
Okay.
And the next increment was, he was telling only 10%.
Yeah.
So he want to go to the another company.
Yeah.
There also they
see,
offer the same price. And he just asked the suggestion, sir, what I can do. So I informed that get an experience of at least 2 to 3 years. It will be helpful for him to go for the next MNC company. So
Yes,
what
sir.
this type of thoughts are running in the students? Can
Yeah,
you tell what about this?
Yes, sir. Whatever the points you have raised, they are accurate and they are very good. That is even the fact as well, because in the starting in our industry, it is very less. The pay scale will be. Even I started my career with 12,000 per month. Okay, so yeah, like the thing is, like as you said, if we can continue some 2 years in the same company, definitely we'll get some knowledge on the the things and the process and even the project management and the PDM. So the next company what you apply, definitely you can ask them how much you need based on your skill set, right? That's what happened to me as well. So I have only 3.5 years of experience now. My pay scale is around 5 lakhs and another incomes, and if you see around, it will be 8 to 9 lakhs. The only thing is, as a fresher, your concentration should be on the knowledge. And when you are shifting the company after 2 years or 3 years, you can you can say like how much you need, and you can justify them why you were demanding that much amount. But if you change the company with the 12,000, you cannot expect 15 to 18K per month after if you shift the company after 1 year or 2 years. So
While selecting the job also, do it plays any major role that he has to go to the same stream again? That means the same sector that what he has chosen. Like suppose he has taken CNC, next time also he has to see in the same way, not to go into the again foundry or any other weldings.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely helps it, because if he change the domain, what will happen? He should start from the scratch. He might get the a little higher pay scale, but in the long run, it is going to affect him. So see, there are a few domains where the pay scale is more, but the work satisfaction is very less. If you go to a domain where the work satisfaction is less and the pay scale is more, after some time you will get frustrated and bored, and you cannot justify even yourself. So after getting some experience in the domain where you love to work and you love to interact and you are very happy about the job profile, so after a few years, definitely you will be in some place where you will get good pay scale and work satisfaction. That is what I concentrate, like work satisfaction, good pay scale. That is a best thing for the engineers, if you say.
Okay, then about growth in the industry, like having qualification, how qualification plays the role?
Yes, sir.
Means BTech, MTech, MBA.
Yes,
things what they have to study.
Yeah, definitely it plays a role, sir. See, when it comes to the promotions, if we have a candidate with the BTech degree and if we have a candidate with the MTech degree, so if there is a promotion with equal experience, so definitely management will go with the MTech candidate. If it is a higher management role, let's say team lead or a project lead, definitely they'll go with the person who is having MBA degree. Whether they learn the concepts or not is they don't consider, but if they have degree, they'll assume that they have some knowledge on the management skills, or they have some higher knowledge on the engineering side if they have master's degree. So definitely they are the matters, sir. But not to get the job, but just growth, as you said in the starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And the maximum position that a mechanical engineer can reach in an industry.
Oh, it's there is no limit for that. Even see, my project manager and my program manager, my center manager, even my CEO is a mechanical engineer. If you ask me, you can search in the Wikipedia about Quest CEO.
Right,
So
very good.
he is a mechanical engineer, and he's a background of aerospace engineering from the aero engines itself.
Okay, right. I hope you to be the CEO after 10 years. I'm hoping that you to reach that position, right?
Yeah. Thank you. I'll try. Definitely. I'll try.
Thank you.
And there is one question from the students, I guess, sir. So one question during tool test: if we have not done in a given time, will they eliminate on that? Yeah. See, when we are conducting the tool test, the parameter is one of the best parameter is the time. Because we do not have whole day or whole month or whole week to execute or to deliver a component or a product. There are few cases where the client will send the engineering drawings or the part models which has to be modified within an hour or within a day. So that we can only see the proficiency of the candidate in the tool test. See, we don't eliminate the students if they couldn't clear in the particular time. We just see what is the accuracy of the features he is creating, right? If he is having a good accuracy in the features what he has created and within the timeline, definitely we'll accept him, because we know like tool knowledge can be improved day by day, because whole day, like in a 9 hours, 5 to 6 hours, he will be working on the tool. Definitely he will improve his skills. So we do not eliminate that candidate based on his time taking, but based on the methodology and quality of the features. But let me remind you one thing. In general, whatever the institutes teach, whatever the tools we learn ourselves, that is not the method we use in the industry. So we use, when we design any component, we always think about manufacturing, how the manufacturing can be done for that particular component. Based on that, we'll create components as well. Maybe like I am very happy to teach all these things, guys. I have provided my email ID. Please, if anybody interested to learn all this stuff, just contact me. I can definitely help you. The methodology which we follow in the industry and what need to be concentrated and where we should not concentrate as well. Thanks. And that's a good question, Sai Kiran. And Sai Kiran. Yeah.
Yeah, Ravi, most of the students had got cleared their doubts.
Okay.
So I would like to conclude the session. Thank you so much for your presence here.
Yeah.
You had given your mail ID, right?
Yeah, I have given my email ID, and I think it's going live on Facebook page as well, I see.
Yeah, of course.
There I'll in that comment section I can provide my LinkedIn profile ID as well. If any students want to connect with me, they are welcome and happy to connect. And once again, I'm very sorry about the connection issues. Here it is heavy raining from evening, so that's the reason I couldn't connect to that. Sorry, video.
Yeah, that is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ravi. I thank you one and all for participating in this alumni session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Bye.